Hey guys, thanks for renting an RV. There's a few things that we want to go over that are super important that we ask every renter to do. So first we'll start with a pre-departure. So first things first, we want to make sure that all the drawers, everything is going to be closed shut. Just do like a walk around, start from the front and work your way back. Make sure every door is closed, everything's got a snap on it, as you see up here. Don't put anything heavy in here. You want to leave anything that's heavy. If you could wrap around in a blanket, put it on the floor, secure it somehow, but don't let anything roll around. RVs are very fragile. They're built not like houses, so you want to be extremely mindful when you're traveling. Just put everything secure and storages underneath. You can do that, but just don't put anything on the counters. We ask that you don't leave anything that can roll around. We've had a few damages before where people just throw it in drawers or in cabinets or whatever. So you want to leave everything as empty as possible as you're traveling, because things are gonna move around and shake. So just like I said, make sure all the drawers are closed, cabinets. There's some back here in the bathroom. We had an incident a few years ago. Somebody forgot to check to make sure that the cabinet was closed. This one here, make sure that this one stays closed. I had to repair it. It's got a snap, as I said. Shower, make sure the shower is closed. All these are closed. Make sure this one is closed. Just walk around, triple check everything, and make sure everything is closed, because when you take off, stuff is gonna move. Since we're back here, when you're taking a shower, please do not move the shower head off of the hanger here. This thing is super fragile, so just don't mess with that. Be very fragile with the water faucets when you turn them on and take a shower. Here you're gonna have your water pump. If you're not hooked up to water, you'll flip that water switch on, and that'll give you access to the toilet, the sink, the shower, everything you need. And then I'll show you the other switches as well. But these are your lights and everything. This is gonna be for your shower up here. And this water faucet here, your cold side, you're gonna have to make sure that's tight, because when you turn it off, or turn it on and you turn it off, it tends to drip a little bit. So make sure it's nice and tight. Not super tight, but just make sure it's not dripping anywhere. Obviously the operate the toilet is down here. What you'll do is you'll flush it, give it about 5 seconds holding it down, and then you're gonna hold it about halfway, and you'll fill the toilet up with just a little bit of water. So that'll be how you operate the toilet. Your slide back here, since we're back here as well, this is gonna be your slide operation right here. This is out, in, make sure you're flat, make sure you're not tilted. And then this is going to be a light switch. You have more light switches here. Make sure these drawers are also closed, all these cabinets. Like I said, just triple check everything. Do a good visual walk around, make sure everything is closed. That's super important for us. These steps out here are their electric steps down here. When you open the door, you're going to hear a motor go. And make sure that you let the steps retract all the way. Just listen, wait for the motor to stop going. Don't step on them. Make sure that when you park somewhere, that there's not a curb or a hillside here, so the steps don't interfere with anything. You want to make sure it's nice and clear of everything that's going to be here. And they'll stay out. So like if you shut the RV off and you want to get out and do something, then they'll stay out until you turn the key on, and then they will automatically retract. And then just do a quick walk around, make sure that all the awning things are snapped in. We ask that you guys don't operate the awning. It's kind of tricky to use, and it'll take a little bit to explain to you, so we prefer that you guys just don't use the awning. Right here you're gonna have a little door flapper. It'll hold the door open. Try to leave the screen door closed. When we ask you to, when you close this door, pull the handle and then close it. So that's just so that we don't wear out the latch here. And this door right here, you got to pull this trigger down, close like that. Same thing from the inside. You'll have this open, you'll pull it down, pull from up here, not here, not here, because this is just plastic, it'll break. Pull from right here and close it, and that's how you keep that closed, and make sure you close that. Please, 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 this is all super important stuff for us. We want this thing to last as long as possible. It may seem like a little thing to you guys, but it's huge to us. It'll save you guys money in the long run by not having to file a claim and make some claims like that. Here you have an outside radio you can operate. You have a plug-in if you're plugged in. But just do like a quick visual, check all the cabinets, make sure they're closed. let's see here. So in this drawer here, you're gonna have your cord. You're gonna have your plug-in cord if you have access to power, 30 volts or 30 amps, I mean. And you'll have an extension cord. Everything is gonna be on a list for you guys to walk through. We'll give you guys a list to walk through and just make sure that everything is there. Make sure that when you guys are camped out, there's nothing that's gonna be obstructing the slide. So there's a slide here and a slide in the dinette. Let's go back inside. I'll show you how to operate that one. I forgot about that one. Right here is your command center. So make sure when you pull this, you pull from the bottom, the slot. Pull this from the bottom. These are all your levels for, right here's your battery switch. And this will show you your battery, fresh water, it's 2/3 full. The black water says it's full. It's just because there's toilet paper and debris stuck in there. This is your gray water. Here you're gonna use if you're not hooked up to anything, you're gonna use LP gas for your hot water. Give it about 15 minutes to get warm. Right here is your generator. You wanna hold the stop sign for approximately 30 seconds, and then you'll wanna hit start. Don't worry about this. This is your slide operation, out, in. So that's all you need to know here.
Go back to there.
Here's your battery switch, as I was saying. I have it on right now. You'll hear a beep when it shuts off. That means it's off. Fire extinguishers here. Here's gonna be your interior lights. Electric stuff, just leave it off like that. And here's your exterior light here. You wanna flip it twice if you want the light to be on. Just make sure that you shut it off at night. We'll go over to plugging in the cord, the 30 amp cord. So as I mentioned, you'll have a yellow cord that's in here. It plugs in right here. It's gonna plug in right there. So plug the cord in first, and then plug it into the source. Make sure that you have their power surge protector on there. I'll show you guys that. It's already on there, just like that. Just in case there is a power surge that protects the whole RV from going crazy. And then you'll plug it into your source, and then you'll flip the switches on. So just make sure before you plug it in that the switches are off on the source. That's extremely important as well. In this compartment, you will have your sewage hoses. You're dumping your tanks right here. So you just open this up here, like so. You'll hook up your sewage hose from underneath here, hook it up right there. You always dump the black water first. You pull the black water valve right there. Black, gray. As I said, black's first, and then you'll dump the gray water, just so that it kind of cleans out the hose as it's dumping. So you also have a sewage hose here. So if you're close enough to dumping, you're going to pull this one out, and then all your adapters and stuff will be in the back one there. Here's your fuel tank right here to fill up. You have this little lever, so when you're dumping, you can flip this up gently. This is plastic. Gently let it close on the door there. Oh, since we're back here, these are going to be all your valves. So when you're filling up your water, your fresh water tank, ignore this one. This is not the one you use. This is going to be the one that you use for filling up. And your valves here, it shows you everything you need, the direction of the valves you need to be in. So say you're filling up your city tank fill, you look at that one, you switch the valves so they're following that diagram, like that, and then you turn the water on.